Welcome to day 128. As you can see, it's a little foggy.
A little bit foggy.
Got a little fog.
There's some mist in there.
There is a little mist. Everything is wet.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to do our original 16 miles down to the deli because it's going to be so hot. So we're going to go 10.7 to the next shelter. And there's a big lawn. And we're going to lay everything out in the sun and get it dried before the next round of rain.
We'll try like hell.
We're going to try. We're going to give it the old college try. Yeah. There's a guy over there sleeping up against the building.
Wrapped in his tent.
Wrapped in his tent.
Got in about midnight last night.
That's rough. That is rough. And there's a van over there too somewhere.
Yeah, camper van pulled in last night.
Yeah, there it is. Yep. Hoo-wee. It is sticky. It's supposed to get to 88 today, so we're going to try and do this before it gets bad. All right. Well, it's 7:15. It's already 70 degrees. The sun wants to break through. It's going to take a while for that. Sounds like it's raining, but it's just all the moisture falling off the leaves. Another foggy day out here. It is wet. Hoo-wee. Water crossing. Oh, a double water crossing. All right. A tight little section here. Sun's trying to break out. This section's so wet and overgrown. Well, this ain't overgrown here, but right where we just came through was so overgrown that my feet were starting to... That's the soap coming out of my socks. That's brutal. This is the first day I haven't had to have band-aids on my feet either. We'll see how this day turns out. I haven't been this wet in a long time. There was so much overgrown grass like yesterday, but today was even wetter. You feel it pouring in your shoes as you're walking through it. They need to find that guy in New Jersey, have him come through here. Woo. That guy had the trail clear. All right. I can't see him now. It's some more of those funny webs. Those spaceship webs. Here we're going up that. That away. Oh, we're walking along a stone wall in the middle of the woods. It's pretty high up too. Almost looks like a dam. I don't know. But it's nice walking, so we'll take it. Telephone of the wind. Though I've lost you, I can hear your voice. Go ahead.
And the silent echoes of your absence. You
Speak to me.
through
Rustling leaves, whistling wind, and bowing branches.
I thought I've lost you. I feel you here. In this sharing.
In the shrine of trees in nature's sanctuary. This telephone of the wind for all who grieve. You are welcome to find solace here. Please use it to connect with those you have lost, to feel the comfort of their memory. May you hear their voices in the wind. May you be at peace with your losses. Share your telephone on the Win story. Tag at win.phone.newyork on Instagram. There's your phone.
There's your phone.
That's sweet.
That is sweet.
Well, we're deli blazing through New York and Bandit's brook blazing. He's hitting them all today. I don't blame him. If I could get down into them, I probably would too. Hoo-wee. It's about 80 degrees right now. Feels like it's over 90. That air is thick. Thick, thick, thick. So we'll stop for lunch at noon. That should leave us with about a couple miles, 2.5 miles to go. Then we can try and get everything dried out in the sun before tonight's showers that look like they may not come, which would be even better. Alright. My goodness. We're in it up to our knees again. Yeah. New York figured they solved their tick problem. They let all us hikers come through and drag them out. My goodness. This is brutal. Sure hope there's no snakes under there. 'Cause I can't see them. Whew. About 11:30. Brutal. My goodness. There we go. USA. In memory of September 11th. Wonder if they do flags up here like they do on the New Hampshire 48.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. New Hampshire, all the 48 4,000 footers, they run a flag up top on 9/11.
Flags on the 48.
Flags on the 48. I think we're going to do that this year. If we're done. I said if we're done because we're going to have to slow down here with this heat. Whew. This is not cool. I'll slow down this week. But if we're going to have multiple weeks, then Bandit's going to have to hitch a ride home. Because I can't do that the rest of the way. We'll never get anywhere. I'm willing to do it here and there. All in the good of the dog. And us. And helps us too. Alright, but more him because we could just go later.
Right.
Alright, we just finished lunch. It's 12:35. 82 degrees. Humidity is something like 70%. Somewhere around 70. High 60s, low 70. It's thick. Although
it's heavy.
It's very heavy. But at least the wetness in the forest is starting to... It's off the leaves anyway. Everything else is still wet. And the rocks are still sweating, but at least it's off the leaves, so it won't keep getting dripped on. Whew, this is a tough one. I think we figured out what the thing is. I don't think New York's that hard. I think the thing with New York is you can't get a rhythm.
You know, soon to get a pace going, and then the terrain changes completely.
Yeah.
You're in mud bogs, and then you're out of mud bogs, and you're on a nice flat track, and then all of a sudden you're rock climbing, and
yeah, it just keeps changing. No rhythm. New York, you got no rhythm, baby. I'm sorry to say it. I got to say it. There's no rhythm in New York. New Jersey had good rhythm.
It did have good rhythm.
Oh, well.
What you gonna do?
It is what it is. It's the trail, right? Everything's different.
On.
That's right. It's all you can do. Keep on keeping on. All right, we'll see you down trail. Well, we got a little over half mile to camp. About 1:30 in the afternoon. This will be the earliest I think we've pulled into camp yet. Or at least the earliest in a long time. Hopefully there's not that many people there so we can just like spread everything out. I mean, if there's other people there, we can spread it out, just not as far, that's all. Supposedly it's like a lawn there. The RPH shelter. I think it's the RPH. So, that's the plan. You gotta get that stuff dry. Stuff that's not supposed to get wet, like the quilt and your sleeping bag liner, stuff like that. Got a little damp last night. So, we should be able to take care of that before the rains get here, or if the rains get here. Not 100% sure on that. Either way, we'll be ready. Doesn't matter if the tent gets wet. Everything will be in the tent. We'll be all right. It'll be all right. I heard you can get pizza delivered to this place. Mama Angelo's delivers. We'll see. I can put this away. It's gonna get a little steep here. All right, one last bridge before we cross. That's our water source for tonight. I guess the shelter's about 1/10 of a mile up from here, so looks all right. I can see through it. That's a bonus. Maybe it won't be brown or foamy. Oh, it's foamy over there. I don't know what the foam is. Not a big fan of the foam. Maybe I'll treat it. We'll filter it and treat it. Alright. Alright, Appalachian Trail, north and south. Connecticut State Line, 26.8. Mount Katahdin, 760.4. Bear Mountain Bridge, 25.2. Backward, and Springer Mountain, 1,424.9. Whew, I don't know how accurate, but those are some numbers. So the privy is that way, and Ralph's Peak Hiker's Cabin is here. That's where we're staying today. Alright. Alright, we're at the RFP shelter. RPH shelter. The name's on the front door, I'll show you in a second. No, Ralph's Peak. Yeah. So everything that was damp and wet from last night's hanging on a clothesline under the roof line. She's making coffee. We just ordered Grinders. They deliver Grinders pizza here. A pizza joint delivers here. And then we got the rest of our stuff drying out over here. Got a makeshift clothes hanger with the trekking poles over there doing the shirts. Got the tent airing out, and then the rain flies pretty much dry now. Them socks and shoes were brutal. This is the first day that I didn't need a band-aid on my foot. And I got a rub rash from getting wet like I did that first time I got unbelievable. So now I gotta put a band-aid back on that tomorrow. So it's Ralph's Peak's Hiker Cabin. Ralph's Peak's Hiker's Cabin. Cinder block building. Pretty cool setup. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 bunks. You got a bench and a table. Some guy just hanging around up there. That's a bad day. I think they were playing volleyball and he jumped too high. Yeah, so they recycle here. They got garbage over there.
It's maintained by local areas, local neighborhood people.
Yeah, local volunteers take care of it. No pizza boxes in the can. So you just take the food out, throw it in the garbage, whatever's left, if there's anything left, or the paper, and then you just put the box on the side. Pretty. You get the creek is about 1/10 of a mile back. No big deal. Maybe every time you get to a shelter, you're looking between 0.1 and 0.4 anyway. There is an old pump here, but they said you got to treat that. So I just went down to the creek and I'll just filter it. It's slightly brown. I didn't get any brown water till I got to New York. I mean, I was like, man, this has been great. Nice, clear, crystal clear water. But anyway, we got this whole area to tent in, so we're just going to tent right there. Bandit's living his happiest known time. We stopped for the Bandit today. That was pretty hot. Stopped for us too, but more the Bandit. That humidity's through the roof. It's one thing with the heat. It's a whole other thing when you're throwing that humidity. Tomorrow's supposed to be a lot better. So tomorrow we'll hike from here down to the place that we were going, the pizza place that we were going to go to, or the deli. And then from there, we'll go to the next shelter and we'll stay there for a couple hours. And then we'll start hiking around. This time it's like 3:30. And we'll finish off at 16:09 and get to the other shelter. We'll do it that way. And of course, Bandit gets to jump in all the creeks he wants. Right, buddy? You got it. Any creek you want, anytime. Works for me. All right, that's the end of day 128.
It was a hard day.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Hot and sticky.
Extra sticky.
It's hitting sticky with your hand on me, too.
I had to take it off. Nobody can see my guns.
Right? So we shortened up the day a little bit. Bandit got to do some swimming over by the bridge over here.
Yeah, cooled himself down good.
We got to do a little dunking in it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time.
It was.
Whew.
Sat and relaxed, and then we ordered from the local pizzeria that delivered right to the shelter for us.
2 Heroes, 2 Cokes, and 2 Gatorades. Oof.
Ooh, bellies are full.
I'm still full. That was 3 hours ago. Those things were huge.
They were.
Big Italian ones.
It had to be foot long each.
Oh, easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it wasn't Subway bread either. It was big.
It was big.
And it was thick meat. That was good stuff.
It was.
The trail was okay today. It wasn't that bad. Sweaty rocks.
It was really hard to get a good cadence going, though.
It's
been that pattern in New York. You get a nice smooth trail, and then you get some with the little rocks, and those are okay. And then all of a sudden you get a ton of sweaty, wet rocks, and then it goes straight into a massive up climb on wet rocks, and then all of a sudden you're smooth again, and soon you get a cadence going, and then it changes, and
she ain't liking it.
I'm dealing with it.
I ain't liking it.
I was hot and sweaty. The rocks were hot and sweaty.
They were a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, we only got a couple days left in New York.
Then we hit Connecticut.
The home state.
Home state.
Wow.
Nowhere near home.
Nowhere near home. And we'll just motor on through.
Yep.
On our way to Massachusetts. Then we get to see the grandkids and the kids.
And the kids. Yay.
It'd be a good time.
Excited.
It'd be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come out. We'll go up Mount Greylock. We'll take a couple zeros. I get my new backpack. Got some gear coming. We'll have some good time with the family.
We'll get some trekking poles with tips now.
Yeah, she'll have some tips on it. She wore them out and didn't realize there was no tips on them. She's like, why do these keep sliding?
There's no carbide tips anymore.
Those things are about 1.5 inches shorter on the bottom.
I ground them down. But they were already 8 years old. I mean, I got my use out of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Those are good poles.
Yeah, they are.
So she ordered the same thing. So.
Exact same ones.
That ought to get her the rest of the way.
Give me another 8 years. That's all I need.
Yep. We know they work in New Hampshire. She used them there.
Yep.
It'll be good. We got one rain shower coming. And then it should be good after that.
Hopefully the tent will dry overnight. Maybe with this rain shower, it'll break some of the humidity.
It's supposed to be a little cooler. Not a lot, but a little. And the humidity is going to drop a good
10%.
10-15%. So that should make tomorrow that much more enjoyable. We shall see. Oh, we get the deli hop tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll go there and we'll eat lunch, and then we'll pack one out and eat dinner. This has been pretty. We've been eating like kings out here. That's the upside of New York.
Got to try and gain some of that weight back so my pack fits better.
New York's got no rhythm, but they got good deli.
They do got good deli. They got good food.
Yep. That's the price you gotta pay.
Yep.
That's the price of admission. Oh well. Everybody's got something, right?
I'll take the fee.
Hey, and then there was a kid in the shelter that absolutely loves New York, so when you hear this trail's bad, that trail's bad, this one's good, that one's good, all depends on you.
All depends on the person.
Has nothing to do with anything else but yourself. So just remember that when someone gets you psyched out about something.
Yep.
It all depends on you. Alrighty, that's enough for tonight. We'll see you out there tomorrow morning. Peace.